Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal, my people? It's your boy Jason Gooner back in the building. And you know, it is EPL Week 13 review show. And we in the building one more time to bring you all the updates, all the analysis, all the talking points from Week 13 in the English Premier League, people. You know what we're repping. We wear it all every week. When I miss a week, I wear the colors, some form of the colors, right? Arsenal, my team. But there's some teams in the Premier League right now we have to talk about as well. In fact, a lot of them, some very good performances from some teams this week. Some we're wondering, is it the opponent? Some we're wondering, can they keep this up? Some we're wondering, is this really and truly how this team is going to look for the rest of the season? I told you guys last week that this Christmas period here, you'll start to see the contenders move away from the pretenders, right? And we're starting to see little signs of that now in these last couple of game weeks. But this is match week 13, people. As in a rolling, you already know we're up on YouTube. So because we're on YouTube, we have to follow some YouTube rules. The YouTube rules are as such. Like the video. You have to like the video. It's a thumbs up button. You'll see it located on the screen. Just smash it. First thing you have to do. Then you can drop a share upon the video as well. Because if all the people inside here share it amongst them friends, amongst them peer groups, then we'll have the conversation, the banter better. Yeah, we can hold a reasoning, and everybody know football, have them opinion on football, and we appreciate the opinion of the people in the channel as well, in the chat. You don't know, so far records from early out say up full, up, so far records, up. Jason Gooner say Vinny Congo, Liverpool top of the league, you'll never walk alone. Yes, we can't talk to the mighty Reds right now. They are looking down on everybody in the league. You know, all I can say is my team are the closest team, even if it's by, alphabetical order, however you want to call it. Big coach Richard Edwards, big up yourself. Up full. Glad to say you tune in, my brother. Yo, you drop your first two prediction and you never forward with the rest. Yo, Richard, anytime you miss the full show, because you have to deal with some things, know that go live set away. You can't just sit down and watch YouTube all day. Just leave a comment in the comment section, Richard, and just tell me the rest of the game them so you can day in the list. Because you don't know, it's the end of the week, so you know what that means. The weekly standings up and running tonight, so I have to show you guys how the prediction them go, how good or bad did you do this week. We're going to find out very shortly. Yeah, we'll do that towards the end of the show. And I'm going to do a poll tonight. About halfway through the show, I'm going to drop the poll. Which team you think had the best week? And there's going to be 4 candidates, people. I will tell you guys the candidates as we go through the show. But if you watch the football this week, you should have an idea of some of the teams that are going to be in the poll. All right? So, yeah, we're going to do that. Just try, see if the fans have a problem. Is it? Yeah, man. Same so, Richard. All right, cool. So, we're not wasting no time, people. Let's get right into it. Yes, make sure not smash the like button. You know, that's the only thing we really need for go on. So, I've been thinking about this, people. Now, man, let me go through the game them. I'm going to just go in an order how the game them play. But I wonder if, you know what? We're not changing the format, people. We're not changing the format. No, we're not changing the format. So, we'll do it the same way we always do it, people, at our style. That CC said Chelsea has taken just a new coach to match Arsenal. If Arteta doesn't win the EPL this season, is it time for him to go after 6 years? CC, don't rush your show. But I will remember this question. But all I go on CC, you can ask anybody with me know where talk to me about football when it go on in real time. I rate Enzo Maresca. I've been saying it. And I thought a big reason why Aston Villa got that beaten today was because of the tactics of the coach. And we're going to break that down when we reach to the Chelsea game. But stay tuned, CC. We're going to reach that part there. But that's a very good question, and one that most fans, even casual fans, not even of Arsenal, would be interested in the answer that Arsenal fans would have to that question. All right, so let's jump right into the game. So you don't know we work with SofaScore, because I feel like, I look at FatMob and I look at SofaScore, right? Big up to both entities, because keep you up to date for the people and what can't you know, watch the full match. We just see some highlights or whatever the case is of certain games. We like the fact that we can look and see what going on in the game then for the player them, see? So respect to them. But I work with SofaScore. I just feel like them a little more measured with the ratings. Sometimes FATMA be the inflated one way or the other too far, in my opinion. But you know, if you work with the other one, that's great as well. Big up Demo, what go on, bro? Big up yourself every time, bro. I know you're happy. Liverpool now ramp with people. By the way, I don't see the Plastic City fans. Them gone hide. Boy, I never knew there were that many, you know. But maybe them plastic. Bless up, bless up, bless up, float. What go on? All right, so yeah. When me say I don't know no City fans, me really show my age though. I know the younger youths, City is like a top choice, you know. All right, so we're gonna work with Sofa, and we're gonna work with the Brighton game first. So Brighton versus Southampton, people. This was the first game. This was on Friday, right? So we did the show. We did the show on Thursday night because we knew that it was a Friday game, right? So this game ended 1-1. Brighton and Southampton goes from Mitoma and Flynn Downs. Now, this particular game, I have to say this about Southampton. I have to respect Russell Martin, them coach, because we have seen this before in the league. I think we saw it with Vincent Kompany last year, where they have a philosophy, they have a style. It got them through the championship season. You know, even though the quality might not be as high in their team compared to some Premier League teams, because they're playing a game style that is more in line with the Premier League teams, sometimes they can stay in games, they can have good spells in games. And I think this was another game where you can say that there were times in the game where Southampton looked really good, played some good football. The problem is, because the quality is what it is, they get themselves in some situations that they can't quite play out of. And we saw that rear its head in this game. And I think the fact that they stick to it though, because when it does work out, they can play some really good football. But Southampton got a 1-1 result. You know, it was a big result for them because, you know, a team in their position really need points. You know, they really need points. And this point could prove down the line to be a huge point for them. I think it's going to be an uphill climb for them to stay in the Premier League for sure. You know, they don't have the likes of Ramsdale right now. He's out injured. So they had Joe Lumley playing, who I thought did a decent enough job. Wasn't poor at all in the game. On the Brighton side of things, I don't think this was one of their better games. You know, when you look at Brighton's games this season, I think you saw a much better display in a lot of occasions. You know, Verbruggen, again, just, you know, I'm a Dutch fan, so I kind of try to follow what Verbruggen is doing. And, you know, to me, he just makes too many mistakes still at times. Maybe just concentration is his issue, because he definitely has the ability to be a top keeper, but I don't know if he has the mentality or the consistency to stay engaged in the game as much as he needs. So he makes some really quite comical errors at times. Another thing that I noticed with Brighton right now, maybe Danny Welbeck is hitting a little bit of a wall in his effectiveness in the game. You know, still puts in a shift, you know, very professional player always, but, you know, the things just aren't quite coming off for him like they were earlier in the season. Now, a plus for them, I think, is Mitoma, who I thought has been playing well, even though he maybe wasn't getting the goals and assists to start the season. Now you're starting to see the production going with the performance. So that's a plus for them for sure. João Pedro, I think as he works his way back to full fitness, you know, the fact that Welbeck is maybe struggling a bit, maybe the likes of Evan Ferguson might get more chances to see what he can bring. You know, he's a streaky type of striker. So, you know, maybe they should work with the fact that Danny is not quite firing like he was to start the season. Maybe it's time to give Evan Ferguson a look in, you know. So it is very, very interesting. But there are a lot of talking points in this game, as you know. I see people talking about it in the chat. So before I look at the stats, let's just talk about certain things. So City fan base will be halved. Bless up, Duke. Go on. The City fans I know are all used to this version of City losing 8-0 to Middlesbrough and that. There's some long-time City fans, some real City essence. City. Up top, RR. Wow, go on. I think that means dibbling, I'm sure. The boss of all. Boss. Actually, wow, go on. We're done. Who the donkey of the week is. Yeah, man, we soon. Yeah, well, in real life, we kind of know the donkey of the week is, yes, Armstrong being offside for Archer's goal, controversial, bad. Yeah. All right, so for me, Demo, that day, maybe what I'm about to say is controversial in itself, but in real time watching the game, I'm thinking, why is this taking so long to be decided, right? We know Archer scored a goal, and the first thing they did was try to look at if Archer was offside. Cameron Archer. Big up yourself, Cameron Archer, by the way. We know, say, we not say too much, car. My new thing, people. All the people that follow my Reggae Boys content. But not talk about no player no more, people. In terms of like, we just not talk about player no more, because I realize, say, yeah, we just not talk about no player no more in those ways that we don't, Yeah. But anyway, big up yourself, Cameron Archer, every time. But anyway, Archer score. And they're taking forever to look at VAR to see if Archer is offside. But my problem with the whole situation was this. The cross going to the box, and it was clear as day that Armstrong tried to score the goal, but he never connect with the ball. But he's definitely influencing play. The ball literally go across that line of him, everything. The runway make. So if that is the case, people, why them I take 10 years for look if Archer offside? Just for turn around and say Armstrong offside. Armstrong no most offside. We see it from the ball kick him there in front of the ball. So him offside. So I don't know why it took so long. It was silly to me. You know what I'm saying? It was silly to me. LFC all the way. My week has been a great one. So far, say, so far, so good. But remember, just so far we're gone records, We have more to go. My coach, Slatter, biggest coach of modern time, 5 days apart. Okay, Ancelotti and Pep. Two of the biggest coach of modern time, 5 days apart. Ancelotti and Pep. We're saying kill off the two of them. Believe, no man. Yo, don't tell Deem about no believe, about no Slot. The way how Deem vex when Slot get higher, the man I'll name him Fantasy Team Comeback Club. And Deem, next thing, you see because your bad mind name, where you're having a fantasy, you're not winning the league, until you change the name to something about Slot, Oh, they might win the actual league, but you're not win the fantasy league if it name Comeback Club. Bad mind thing. Weekend commentary. Yeah, man. I like it. Big up yourself, Every time, My foundation, brother. Big up. Go and share up the thing, bro. Make the people them know, say, yo, Beans are doing thing. Title loading. City can't win the league. Time for top 4 battle. Boy, I actually say a top 4 thing there. The mighty have fallen. Bless up, Gigs. What go on? RR say Fitzroy Simpson version of City. Frank Sinclair, Chelsea. That's how the team was. Same bracket. Yeah, man. Them team there, this or them there. But them time there, this or Liverpool there too. So, remember that? Some of these referees call crazy. Yeah. Them mad. No, yo, all right, yeah, laugh, Demo, but a true. You shouldn't name your side Comeback Club. Me there try to tell you say Slot good, and you know why here, All right. I tell you say the man tactics better for your side now, for the age of your side and everything, and the type of ball of them we have. Look how the man have Gravenberch a play. Right now, I can't wait till Netherlands have game again. Because the Slot version of Gravenberch can help Netherlands. Remember that. How many trophy you think? Should we concentrate on CL and EPL here? The man them know. Double and triple them at about no quadruple. Yo, you know, hear Van Dijk today. One game at a time. Boring saying, but facts. One game at a time. Don't get ahead of yourself. Or forget to call in when the City match come along, LOL. Yeah, man, you can call in, man. The Prem I want have enough sale already. Okay. Man say a Prem thing. I true, you know, cause your side large, you know, and I one Prem. Cause them a mouth up my side and I say people talk about our side so much and we don't win nothing. Well, we did win one. That is true. That is true. You can't take that from you. So you're going one more than my side in this era. You know? But the one, look away. You should have win more with that side there. For real. Mine, no win no trophy, you know, LOL. See there? The man, them I talk about, yo, the last time that reached them, you know, remember Trent? I talk about one, he move like LeBron and D Wade, them, but 1, 2, not 1, not 2, not 3, after them win the Carabao. The man, them end up drop out of the next thing, like the next week. People calling them the team to win the league already. Remember, injuries are part of football. Yo, Gigs, me not even call down injuries pan them. I just say, just take time, people. It's 13 games. Come on. We're 1/3 of the way through. This 40 days run will be tricky, so we need a lane. All right, so yeah, Brighton and Southampton. Let's just go through the stats right quick. So 1.68 goals expected. Brighton. So Brighton won that part of the match. 1.68 to 1.01. 3 big chance to Brighton to the 1 for Southampton. 22 shots to 10. So Brighton had more shots in the game. 7 corners to 6. Yellow cards. So 6 yellow card give out. So some big challenge. Brighton take a whole heap of shot. Enough injury time in that game here too. 5 shots on target to 2. So out of the 22 shots, only 5 on target. So that kind of tell you the type of opportunities them was getting, you know, and how clinical the team was not good enough on the day. As I say, I've seen this team play much better games than this, but I think part of it was, you know, what Southampton was doing as well. You know, the possession being so close as well at home for Brighton. You know, that just goes to show that Southampton is a team that's here to play football as well. A team going away, relegation battle team, you know, toe to toe with them in possession. That is a very telling stat. One big chance missed by Southampton. So even though they got the goal, they still missed a big chance as well. That's why I say this game was a bit tighter than the 22 shots to 10 would suggest. You know, Brighton did have the ball more in the attacking third in the game. A lot of it in midfield as well, but the entries, look at how even they were, people, 43 to 41. So yeah, man, this game could have gone either way. And I feel like Brighton will look back on it and, you know, not only be disappointed with the result, but I think they would have wanted a better performance as well. Especially knowing that if they had gotten 3 points, they would have moved to second place in the table. But it was not meant to be on the day, and it ended 1-1, and the weekend of action got off to a nice start with a good competitive game. Again, in the comment section, I saw somebody shout out Diblin. Have to do it as well. You know, 6.7, don't do it justice. You know, you can just see the talent in this kid. And yeah, I think the future is bright, and Southampton definitely going to get a nice big fee for Tyler Diblin at some point in the near future. Yeah, so that is it. Brighton versus Southampton. So let's move on to the next matchup. People, remember, smash the like button. Don't forget that part. Brentford versus Leicester, people. Brentford versus Leicester. So, you know, this game we had some Jamaicans in action that we wanted to see how they fared in the game. This is madness. Why is it looking like this? Yeah, I don't know why this thing is doing this, you know, but it's kind of strange. All right. 4-1. This one ended up, people, 4-1. And the crazy part about it was You know, it was the first game, obviously, for Ruud van Nistelrooy as the manager. You know, wasn't quite on the bench for this one, but, you know, definitely was announced as the new manager. And they took the lead 1-0 through Facundo Buonanotte. He basically, Buonanotte, I had him in, well, I think one of my fantasy teams. I had Buonanotte, and he pretty much I think he got like suspended after I got him, so I dropped him. But you know, he's a player that I think every time I've seen Leicester play, you know, anything good that's going on for Leicester, he has been a part of it. So you know, sadly on this goal, it was Ethan Pinnock, who I thought really should have done better. Couldn't quite win the physical battle with Jamie Vardy. Got bounced off the ball a little too easily for my liking, and Vardy was able to square it across for an easy goal for Buonanotte. Now, Brentford, we know, has been, I think they're the highest scoring team at home this season. And they continued in that trend, scoring 4 goals. And pretty much it's like the goal from Leicester kind of woke them up, and it was pretty much, you know, just an avalanche after that. So they ended up scoring 3 goals to respond in that first half. Wissa getting the first, and then Kevin Schade scored 2 of his 3 for his hat-trick on the day in that first half, and then finished it up in the second half in the 59th minute. So a 10 out of 10 rating for Kevin Schade. I don't see those all the time in football at this highest level, but Kevin Schade doing his thing in this game for sure. Now, Ethan Pinnock, of course, want to do our scouting, so let's see. He got a 6.5 on the day. You can see that Brentford definitely dominated the possession and the territory in this match. Look at all the touches in the opponent's half there. 90 minutes played, 6 clearances, 1 block shot, 3 tackles, 2 times dribble pass. So you don't like to see that. And then 1 error leading to the goal. So that's really what pulled down the score. You know, he's been in the 7.5, 7.7, 7.8, you know, getting some really high scores lately. So, you know, definitely not going to love the score on this one. 4 out of 7 ground duels, 2 out of 5 in the air. 92 touches, so they had a lot of the ball in this game. 15 per times he lost possession. He was fouled once. 56 of 68 for 82%. Would love that to be a bit higher as well. 1 key pass on the day, though. Always good to see that from a defender. 0 for 1 on the cross he attempted. 2 out of 6 on the long passes, and he tried a dribble and was unsuccessful in that attempt. So that is Ethan Pinnock's game by the numbers. 90 minutes, the best thing. Not a lot of our players are playing 90 minutes in any recognized league. So thank you that Ethan getting minutes in the Premier League, 90 minutes at that. But I'm sure he will tell you himself he would have wanted to have a better performance. But he'll take the 3 points, and that's what they got. 4-1 victory. As I said, Kevin Schade with the hat-trick. I thought Damsgaard, again, proving to be more and more influential in this team. He played a brilliant pass for that first goal. You know, if you didn't see the highlights of this game, definitely remember I told you to look at the pass that Damsgaard played to set up that goal. Well, the cross for the goal that Schade ended up giving to Wissa. So 3 goals and an assist, no less, for Schade. That's how you get 10 in the SofaScore rating. On the Leicester side of things, people, this game kind of proved, you know, Ruud van Nistelrooy has a lot of work cut out for him for this Leicester team. Right now, they're trying to find an identity. They kind of changed their philosophy, or not their philosophy, but changed their formation for this game. It's the first time we've really seen Leicester play in a back 3 formation. Maybe that is the way that, you know, Ruud wants the team to be set out. But Connor Cody, there was a sighting of Connor Cody. Didn't even remember he was on this team, but he's there. And typically, when he used to play for Wolves, played in a back 3. Maybe getting him in the system is a part of the reason why, but I just don't think it really worked out. You know, you could definitely tell that the team, you know, isn't quite used to these tactics. And while they looked okay in the beginning of the game, you know, it was really looking like there was only one winner from the start. Even when they scored the goal, you know, it was really against the run of play. So, yeah, I think Leicester has their work cut out for them. Rude Van Nistelrooy does as well. First game, Bobby De Cordova Reed, the other Jamaican in the team, did come on. So that's at least promising there. He wasn't really getting much time off the bench under Steve Cooper towards the end. I know a part of it was injury, but there were some times when he was fit and available and didn't get to play. But in this one, he came on with 10 minutes left, so played that plus the injury time. 9 touches of the ball, 5 of 7 for 71%. Tried a cross, was unsuccessful. Tried 2 long passes, was unsuccessful. He was 1 out of 1 on the ground duels. Possession lost 3 times. And he had 1 tackle in his cameo off the bench. So it's going to be interesting to see, how he ties into Rude's system. They're down 1 wide player, Fatah Wu, for the season. That's 1 player that would have been in the pecking order as well. So, hopefully there's some opportunities. You see the system they played here, going with a little bit more of a, too narrow number 10s almost. And I think that Bobby Reed would fit one of those roles pretty well. Maybe, especially when you notice when he plays for Jamaica, sometimes proving a little more effective when he, drops into the middle, into those half spaces. Maybe this type of system might unlock something different for Bobby that, Leicester could use. So, hopefully that's the hope, at least from my end, just wanting Bobby to get some game time. Hopefully that can happen for him. But right now, Brentford proving to be a very, very exciting team to watch. Mbeumo didn't score or assist in this one, but, definitely showing that there's other threats in this team. If Mbeumo doesn't have the biggest game or the most output, Damsgaard puts in a shift. Wissa is always there for a goal, especially at home. And, Sade has a breakout performance, one which, you could kind of see maybe is in him just based on his physical traits, his speed, good technically on the ball as well, German under 21 international. So, his future is very bright. People forget how old he is. He's a young player. So, yeah, bright future for Kevin Sade. Again, Brentford proving, they can kind of mold these younger talents and talents in general, take them to another level, and then sell them off for some nice change. So, Sade definitely one I think people would be looking at. If he can get some consistency in his game, I think Brentford will make a lot of money one day off of Sade when they make the sale. All right, people. So that is it. Let's big up some more people in the chat. It's funny how people saying only 13 games, but most people have Southampton going down after 13 games. I don't. The team to me that looks like they're going down and they're not even in the relegation zone. I'll tell you when we talk about them. But I'm telling you, I don't think they're any good. Every time Liverpool players say the same thing, I end up disappointed at the end of the season. Oh, gosh. So, yeah. Actually, City fans say, nah, forget, 90s Arsenal, 4th spot and FA Cup. 90s, we won doubles in the 90s. I mean, the late 90s, but we won doubles. It's not called down injury. Remember that the top teams played more games than the other teams. That is true. More Champions League and all them something. Southampton need at least 30 points for escape. 30 points? I don't know if them going to need that much. But wait, it's 30? Is how much them say is the magic number? 30? Maybe it is 13. Bless up, Ike. Go on, bro. We're outside. Yo. Yeah, man. Pinnock. Make me hold my head today. Yeah, predict midweek match for Tuesday. Yeah, so Richard, when we plan for doing them, I never put it in the title, but at the end of the show, I'm just gonna run through the game them and just do them one time. But obviously, I'm gonna run through them fast. So everybody we're there in the chat and want to drop the predictions. Just on this video, just drop the predictions in this video. And I will, you don't know, make the big board and you see me. Where's Vanessa Roy will bill him? Well, hopefully, we are pray for that. Why are they going down? Duke, I got it. I got to. This is actually an improvement, Duke. You have to give me the improvement, because it's 30 minutes into the show The first time you even try force, you see me? Force a why. That one them not even know. This brother consistent, you know. Yeah. Yo, the man now go miss no opportunity, Chile. Remember, I him name Y Boss. If anybody was wondering who was the Y Boss, he's the Y Boss. But 4-1, Brentford over Leicester, people. Question: should Leicester be worried? Should Leicester be worried at this point about what their season will look like at the end? That's a question for people, because my prediction, my prediction for the season, I'll tell you. My prediction for the season: Premier League preview show. Where did I have Leicester? And you know I'm sad about people. I should have make uno document on a damn listen. Because me there put out my neck on the line. For try proof. I don't know what me I try proof. I don't know what me I try proof, but no, seriously though. I know say it in there, people. Tell them game here. Manning Cup. Press conference. Starting 11. John no start. I will want to find it, but if I not find it soon, now I will up the show again. I feel like I might get warmer though. Yeah. The EPL. Alright. Yeah, see it now. See it now. See it now. Wait there. Alright, see it. Leicester. I have Leicester finish 15th. I don't know. It's not looking good. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle, people. So this game right here, I'm telling the truth, people. I don't think anybody did anybody. I think me and like one other person actually predicted this game well. So this one ended 1-1. This was actually the one game this week I got a correct score on, as well as my sports world. But everybody else pretty much thought that Newcastle was gonna win, except for Nicholas and RR and DOC Sports. They went for a Crystal Palace win. But basically, I thought Crystal Palace should have won, to be honest. I thought they should have won the game. I mean, the game started off really slow pace, I thought. I think it was very disjointed. Isak went down with an injury. I don't think that really helped the game. When that happened, Eddie Howe decided to put on Harvey Barnes. I don't think Callum Wilson is quite ready to play from the 22nd minute till the end. So, the like for like didn't make sense just due to the fitness. And so that meant Anthony Gordon went through the middle and Harvey Barnes was wide. And I think, it just took the game kind of just took a bit to get going after that. Both teams, I thought there's a lot of mistakes, I thought, in midfield. Teams just giving away passes too often. But in all of that, I thought the best chance came to Daniel Munoz, who ended up getting the equalizer late in the game. He missed a gilt-edge opportunity at the far post. Don't know how he missed that chance. But yeah, that was a big miss on his part. And other than that, I mean, just a half chance here or there. When you look at the stats in the game, as I said, neither team really stamped their authority in terms of ball possession. It was 50-50 basically. But as I said, I thought Crystal Palace really deserved to win. They had the better expected goals. As you can see, Newcastle did nothing. 0.04 expected goals. 5 big chances created by Crystal Palace in the game. 16 shots to 1. So, just such a poor performance from Newcastle. I don't know. I mean, they've kind of lost their way a bit. Crystal Palace, not getting the results, but I think their games have been better lately. Still haven't been able to get the 3 points, getting a lot of draws, but that's better than losing, which they were doing a lot to begin the season. But you can see that they are improving in terms of their football and their chance creation. Where's that Munoz shot? Yeah, this one right here. I don't know how. That one, and then there was another one too. Yeah, this one. Left foot. I don't know how the man missed this. Couldn't wrap him foot round it. 4 shots on target to 0. Let's take a look at the entries. Missed 4 big chance. Amazing. Entries were dead even though. So even though Newcastle didn't really create much out of the entries, they were still, territorially. And as you can see, most of the game played in the midfield. As I said before, thought it was a lot of mistakes in the game. Neither team really got a really clear rhythm in the game, but Palace definitely did more with what they had of the football. And probably, will kick themselves a bit that they couldn't take advantage of what was a lackluster Newcastle display in my opinion. Gahey, I thought he had a own goal, which, couldn't really do much about it. Gordon just put it across and, couldn't sort his feet out in time. But I thought other than that, I thought he was one of the best players for Crystal Palace on the day. I thought Ismail Assar proving to look more and more dangerous the more game time he's getting now under Oliver Glasner in the system that they're playing. Eze got a lot of game time in this game, looks to be almost back to full fitness. Still not really producing in terms of the goals and assists, but had some really nice touches in the game. So you can see that he's somebody that once he really gets going, it's going to help a lot. But yeah, Crystal Palace, I think they will be okay. I know they're being looked at as a potential team to watch, to be in a fight and everything, but I just feel like they have shown me enough of stretches in games where I can say, okay, it's a team that I don't think will be struggling down at the bottom of the season. But Newcastle, I'm starting to lose hope in what kind of season they can have, So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting how these two teams shake out. A part of me want to say, boy, Crystal Palace might be right around where Newcastle is when it's all said and done at the end of the season, But we shall see, people. Future will let us know that. Yeah, I had Newcastle finishing 9th and I have Palace finishing 11th. So, before the season started, I thought it would be pretty close. Leicester can they in a trouble too. Yeah. Bless up, DOC. Wow, go on. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. 2-6 will be interesting. Yep. All right. So let's move on to the next fixture, people. The next fixture. So Crystal Palace Newcastle ended 1-1. Own goal and a goal from Munoz. All right. Forest and Ipswich, people. This is the next game we're going to look on. This was the lineups for the game. Forest pretty much played their back four. Did make one change. Nico Williams came in for Alex Moreno this time around. Fixtures, we have midweek and weekend again next week. So you saw a little bit of rotation from some of the managers, and Nuno was no different. Ryan Yates, the captain, always in these days in that midfield. Elliot Anderson partnered him this time around. Morgan Gibbs-White did make his return, which is good news for Forest fans. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left, and Jota Silva, who I talked about in the preview, maybe getting a start. Did get a start. Elanga hasn't really been on the best form, and Jota was coming on like every single game, first change. So I figured if anybody was going to come on for Elanga, it would have been him. And then Chris Wood started this time after resting a bit after the international break, picking up a slight knock. They wanted to be precautious with him, and thanks for that in the Arsenal game. By the time he came onto the pitch, the game was pretty much done. Then on the Ipswich side, the back four has been pretty much staying steady with these players. Tuanzebe did have to leave this one in this game. Morsi, the captain, starts a lot. Kahus, they got him on loan, and he's starting in this one. Second start for him in a row. Omari played on the right-hand side in this game. We've seen him in that Connor Chaplin position most of the season. And Sammy played on the left, and then Liam Delap played up front, the usual striker. So that was how they lined up, and Forest was able to get that 1-0 victory. They did get a penalty in this one. And Chris Wood stepped up and pretty much buried it into the roof of the net. Nuno playing Nuno ball. Very rarely you see Forest have the edge in possession. Ipswich, definitely a possession-based team, even though they're, probably a team that most folks think will be fighting relegation for most of the year. But they do like to possess the football. 1.68 expected goals to 0.59. So Forest definitely good value for the win. 2 big chances they created, of course. One of them being the penalty. So just one from open play. 12 shots. Let's see. Passes. Ipswich attempting more. Shots on target pretty even, 5-3. So no big discrepancy there. The final third entries, 51-43. So again, not the biggest difference in that stat either. So Ipswich again proving to be a team that you're not just gonna walk over on a day, but I think with Ipswich they're gonna have to get more clinical in front of goal. I think when you factor in Liam Delap, obviously still a young player, works his socks off. Look at all the touches where on the pitch he's touching the football. But only took one shot in this game, couldn't really get going, and it was blocked. So played the whole 90 plus injury time. But yeah, just not enough for the football. Really didn't get him involved enough to influence the game. Omari had a quieter game this time than the last game against was it Chelsea? Yeah, so 79 minutes this time. Still 83% though on the passing. 3 out of 8 ground duels. No dribbles completed. Tried 3. Had 1 shot on target though. Tried 3 crosses. Didn't connect any. 0 for 1 on the long passes. 3 for 8 ground duels. 0 for 1 aerial duels. Lost the ball 11 times. So a third of the time he touched it, he lost it. So usually Amari have a lot better retention, but proving to be a little difficult in this outing against Forest. 1 interception, 2 tackles though. That's nice, but he did get dribble past once. So that was the game for Omari, and they fell short in this one. Ipswich 1-0 to Forest. So Forest rebounding after the 3-0 beating they took at the hands of my Gunners last week. Rolling on again against Ipswich with a 1-0 victory. Now, this game, people, I must admit I predicted this all wrong. I thought Wolves might have been able to turn them over, but it just was not meant to be in this fixture. Bournemouth definitely, just took it to them. I think it was a bit mad. Very rarely do you see one team get 3 penalties. And, of course, you see Justin Kluivert there with a hat-trick, all from the penalty spot, the 3rd minute, the 18th minute, and the 74th minute, to go along with a Milos Kerkez goal in the 8th minute. So this game was really crazy, people. The 3rd minute, the 5th minute, the 8th minute, and the 18th minute. So we had 4 goals basically in the first 18 minutes of the match. So Wolves was down 3-1 in 18 minutes. And then Strand Larson, who scored in the 5th, scored again in the 69th to make it 3-2. But that energy that was building in the Molyneux quickly died, as for the 3rd time Wolves committed an infraction inside the box, and Kluivert stepped up again. And the crazy part about that was he was about to get subbed off, and I think Iraola just said, what, go ahead and take this penalty before I take you off, So and he converted it for the manager. So Justin Kluivert with a hat-trick, all from the spot. Strand Larson scoring a brace this time for Wolves in a losing effort. Have to give a big shout out as well to Evan Nielsen, who drew, I think he drew all 3 penalties, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he drew all 3 penalties, yeah. So if you're a fantasy fan, then you know that means that's 3 assists in fantasy as well. So yeah, Evan Nielsen definitely making some fantasy owners happy this week with those 3 assists. And anybody who had Justin Kluivert, which, if you have him, then boy, you're an incredible owner. If you knew that he was gonna do that this week, but yeah, I'm sure he made someone happy as well. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he has himself. I don't know. But yeah, Justin Clark with the hat trick of penalties, Wolves falling short. I think this game right here, honestly, it came down to the guy that I have been really hyping up as a great player right now in the league, not showing up. I think Mateus Cunha, he played the entire game. And if I was the coach, I would have subbed him off in like the 68th minute. Because he just did not have it. He still had 2 key passes on the day. So, the coach might have just been thinking, listen, this guy have moments of magic in him that he just can't predict. So I'm not going to take him off, But it just looked like he didn't have it on this day. His dribbles weren't coming off. His touches weren't really coming off like normal. So he just didn't have it. He just didn't have it. It was one of those days for him. And I think that really held back Wolves. They did get a little better. A little before Strand Larsen scored that second goal. You could see that they were playing a little bit better football, but it just was never really sustained. And I thought that, Bournemouth did a really good job of, when they got into dangerous positions, they made really good decisions, good runs off the ball, just keeping Wolves under pressure. And I think Wolves right now, when you look at their lineup, especially, it's just a mix and match right now. They have a lot of injuries around the back. Lemina, who's a midfielder, he's been playing centre back for them. Semedo just got back, so that's a little more solid over there. Nori, I think if I'm being honest, I maybe would like to see them switch the formation a bit, go with a 3, so Nori doesn't have to play so much left back. Get him in more into the attack. He's a very skillful attacking player, so I just feel like sometimes he's wasted here in this system, and he's forced to do a lot of defending. Yes, he's a left back, but I think his game has kind of evolved. And if you want to get the best out of him, I would be playing him a little bit further up. But yeah, I just feel like Wolves is a weird one. They typically have really good performances. This was a decent performance, I thought, but it wasn't their best. But they did have more of the football, but I think they just conceded way too many chances, clear-cut chances at that. 4 big chances given up on the day to them creating 2. Look at the expected goals, a big margin there, 3.29 to 0.46. Now, part of that is, you get a whole bunch of expected goals for a penalty, and they got 3. But still, I don't know. Wolves, they just shot themselves in the foot with some of the decisions they made. Even I think 2 of the penalties they gave up were really like defensive errors that caused it. So, they only have themselves to blame, making, schoolboy errors. And that's just so deflating when you're trying to stay in football matches, especially these Premier League teams. You don't want to be giving them any kind of easy stuff. And I think they were doing that too often. The final third touches or final third entries, even Wolves had 3 more. But, when you give a team so many chances to score via the penalty spot, it's going to be very, very hard unless you plan to score 6 goals to win that match. So 4-2 in the end for Bournemouth over Wolves. Didn't get that one right. No. Oh, Tushade on his first goal. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. On Shade first goal. Wasn't Shade first goal? Yeah, okay, yeah, he did pass it to him, but like it wasn't really passed to him per se. Him just crossed it in the box, and a defender kind of get them foot on it and redirect it to Shade. So them never give him the assist. They never give him the assist. Yeah, but just remember how the goal score now when I think about it. Bless up, make them subscribe, yes. No, he might talk about the first goal where Shade score when the ball roll across the box to Shade and him kind of scuff it into the goal. it was Mbuma who played the cross, but because it deflect before it reached Shade, them not give Mbuma the credit for the assist. But you right, Richard Edwards, the pass we play through Shade, if cross it to Wissa for score, it was Damsgaard, and it was a wicked pass. Wicked pass. All right, so that's Wolves and Bournemouth there, people. Now, the last game of Saturday was my Gunners, people, and that was West Ham versus Arsenal, people. So this was the details for the match. As you can see, they attacked momentum in the first half, you know, a dominant display by Arsenal, but West Ham definitely messed it up, made it a little bit more, you know, just made us think about it a little bit more in the end of that first half. And then right at the end of the first half, we ended up getting a penalty as well to kind of just ease it. And then in the second half, I thought it was very professional display. Apart from the maybe last 15 minutes of the game, I thought we got a bit sloppy, but you know, really good result. 5-2, can't complain. That's 2 away games in a row. 1 in the Champions League, 1 in the Premier League. 5 goals scored by Arsenal. So, you know, I remember the run that Arsenal went on last year with the 4 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals. You know, I was thinking maybe we could start a run like that. You know, 3 against Forest, who's normally a stingy team, 5 against Sporting, and then 5 yesterday. You know, hopefully that's the type of run we're starting now, and it continues away to Man U on Wednesday. But we shall see, people. So, this is how the game went in terms of the stats. Before I just talk about the game, I'll just show you the stats. 3.60 expected goals for Arsenal to 1.54 for West Ham. 5 big chances for Arsenal, 2 big chances for West Ham. 16 shots to 12 in favor of Arsenal. 10 corners to 2, set piece FC. We attempted about 160 more passes. They had 4 yellows to our 1. Shots on target 7-5 in favor of Arsenal. West Ham did hit the woodwork on the day. Arsenal definitely playing down the right hand side way more. Typical Odegaard, Saka, Timber on that side. Trossard actually started this game, so you know, also a reason why he wouldn't see play down the left as much. Trossard likes to join in more centrally once we get into the final third, so that would make sense. We scored all 5 of our big chances. Of course, we got 2 penalties in the game, and yeah, we scored all of them. Gabriel getting a big chance on the corner, the first one that he put in. And as well, Havertz being sent through by a brilliant pass from Trossard for the 4th goal. And then, the second goal did score. Hold on. Oh yeah, Trossard. I forget Trossard goal. Simple. 1-2 with Odegaard, cross the box to Trossard. Yeah, I forget that goal there. Definitely that was a big chance as well, because that was simple. But yeah, the stats. Let me go back to the stats. So 5 big chances all converted. As you can see, Arsenal, of course, more in the attacking third than the opponent. Final third entry is 56-39. So nice little distance there in between. But 150 more accurate pass. A lot more play in the final third, better passing accuracy as well. So, you know, a nice display from Arsenal, I thought, you know. As I said, apart from few little moments, I think the first goal we conceded was very sloppy. Just, you know, just not switched on enough. I guess I think at the time it was, 4-0. At 4-0, maybe it's a bit understandable that we switch off, but with it being so close to that fourth goal, you don't want to see that. And then, if I'm being honest, Declan Rice, I don't think even foul the guy. I forget who they call the foul on, but in the resulting free kick, Emerson with a brilliant free kick. Somebody was telling me that we're discussing the game, and they thought that Raya was a little bit too far away from that other post. But I think when I watched the replay, a part of the reason I think why he was so far over there is, if you notice, they had a part of a wall to the right of our wall, and we had players behind them as well that were going to jump to try to block. So they actually had more of the goal covered than even the wall. So I think that's what made him so exaggerated to that side. Now, where I think he underestimated the taker was, he's thinking, okay, my wall has anything over the wall covered, but he was able to get the technique on that shot where, and actually I'm watching it back now, and I just think it was well executed, because even before the kick is taken, he does take us little jump towards the middle of the goal. I think he was, yeah, the West Ham player is also standing at like a very good angle for him to just even be worried about where he's standing. So I think it was just a lot of things working together. The technique on the shot was brilliant. Because I even think if his positioning was right, he couldn't get it. It was just well struck with enough power, and the placement was too good, and it just barely grazed the underside of the bar. So yeah. Yeah, man, 120. Gigs, you must have him in a fantasy. That first Arsenal goal wasn't that a push on Paqueta in his back, preventing him from hitting the ball. Yeah, look, I think if I am a fan of whoever the other team was, who will play? West Ham. If I'm a West Ham fan, I'm upset with that no call. The only thing I will say is Paqueta needs to be a little bit stronger. I think, like, if it's almost as if, like, if Paqueta really wanted to win that header, he maybe get the call, but it was such a half-hearted attempt to jump for me, like, because even the way that he kind of, like, uses momentum, because if you notice, he's running into Paqueta before the ball comes, and he just acts as if he just kind of turns his back and just kind of eases him out of the space. But I feel like if he jumps, like fully jumps for that, he just basically pushes him into the ball, and then he makes contact with the ball and probably gets the foul. But he doesn't make any contact, because I think he's just half jumping. Like, he's not really jumping to win that ball. Like, look at the difference in how Gabriel jumped or Paqueta jumped. And you know what I talk about. But maybe, how stronger could a person be in the air? I mean, like, you can see, like, there's plays, like, there is contact that happens every time a corner happens. It's up to the referee to say, okay, this is like meaningful enough contact to be a foul. And I think sometimes, like, players who get the call, it's because, like, they make it, like, I don't think Paqueta was like theatrical enough and like adamant enough that it was a foul. Like, it's almost like it was like, oh, them score again. And I never really have a reaction so much. Nobody, I didn't see anybody really cussing so much when it happened. Now, when I saw the replay, I said, damn, I'm kind of easy him out of the ear there. But again, I mean, contact, there is illegal contact, and then there's legal contact. And I think it was enough on the line of legal where if it's not called, I don't think it should be like a big, oh my gosh, how them never call that, I don't think it was that egregious, But I could be wrong still. I don't know. I'm a Gunners fan, so definitely that will play into my thoughts a little bit. But I don't, I'm usually not biased when it comes to these things, and I'm okay with the no call in the grand scheme of things. Like, if that happened to my team, I would be cussing, but I'd still say, All right, well, who mark the brother about the ball at the goal though? Like, where is his marker? What him? Him lost? You know what I mean? So, yeah, the first pen for Odegaard. I think in slow motion it make it look like it's like real soft, you know, but in real time it looked like an obvious penalty. And I don't think VAR it would have been enough to overturn something like that, you know, because he did, while the contact is like minimal. You know, when you dribble, when you kind of dribble past somebody or you beat somebody with a dribble, I think the threshold for contact becomes lower, because obviously if you're in the box and you get beaten by someone, it's probably a high percentage for a goal. So with that being said, you know, you have to kind of penalize the defender if they do make contact with the player at that point, because they're stopping a clear goal, or you know, or at least a big chance. But yeah, Saka is one of the best at that, you know, kind of timing where his leg is during his stride pattern to make sure he makes contact. You know, and it's not something that Saka alone does it. Everybody in football does it. But I think the ones who are good at it, yeah, constantly make people ask about penalties, you know? Yeah, so. And I actually think Saka isn't that good at it. You know, I think he does, maybe he's improving, because I remember last year he did one in the Champions League with Neuer. And I remember I got that program demonetized because UEFA was upset that I played the footage, but I just wanted to show people like Saka was terrible at his attempt to like stick out his leg, you know. But look, people, what I have to say about Arsenal right now. This Arsenal team, I feel like we'll have a chance anytime Odegaard fit and ready to go, because the difference that he making the team, people, is it's basically, I mean, if you don't realize it by now, then you just don't want to realize it at this point. Like the fluidity, the different way we're playing, the chance creation, the control of the game, it's all there. And I think a big part of it is Martin Odegaard just kind of really tying up that whole right hand side. You can see the difference also. You know, Saka was producing without him, but I think the performances are even better when he's playing, you know. And I have to give a shout out as well to Jorginho. I think some people were a bit nervous when Partey was out. You know, I'm hearing that it's a muscle injury. So, you know, with Partey with a muscle injury, the news will first be, he'll be out for like a week. And then they tell you, oh, it's looking more like 2 to 3, 4 weeks. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Partey will be out for a little bit, people, because every time since he's been at Arsenal, if they say it's something slight or a little small issue, it grows into a bigger issue almost every time. So I hope that don't happen, people, but I'm telling you that's probably what happened. So Jorginho will be very important, I think, and of course, you know, Marino as well was missing from this game, didn't even make the bench. So that's not a good sign. You know, Declan just coming back from the issue he had. So hopefully he's kind of good to go, because I think we're gonna have to lean on Jorginho and Declan in that midfield moving forward for a little bit. I know we have 2 games left this week, so hopefully they can get through unscathed, because the pickings would get really, really slim in midfield after that, especially like deeper line midfielders. You know, they have to probably put Miles Lewis Skelly out there, who surprisingly wasn't even on the bench. So maybe he's injured as well. So not a good look right now. But hopefully Partey is a minor one, and it was more precaution in that last game. And he'll be rearing to go, because I would love to see him play in that midfield against Man U. As much as I love the control aspect that Jorginho bring, I think we might need the legs a bit more against, you know, the style that Ruben Amorim and Manchester United will be playing. But another thing I want to talk about, people, in this game, as far as my Gunners go, I want to give a shout out to Mikel Arteta, right? And the reason why, I think in seasons past, I've kind of beat him because, you know, we try our hardest to build a squad comparable to the likes of a Man City in terms of having, you know, cover in certain areas, especially. whether that be the wingers, the fullbacks, not so much the centre backs, but the wingers, the fullbacks, the striker. Those positions where you're expecting a lot of running. A game every 3-4 days, that might be a bit tough. And so, with that being said, you want to be able to rotate and have the confidence that when you rotate, you can still get the type of performance you need out of the players. And I just love the fact that in this game, Leandro Trossard started, even though Martinelli was fit on the bench. Didn't even bring him on, just let him just rest. And I think, after his run out in Sporting, where he played the full 90 out there, I just think it was good man management. These are the type of time periods where we usually see Martinelli over the seasons maybe pick up a niggling injury here or there. And I also think, for this game, the way it turned out, West Ham ended up playing us in somewhat of a low block. And I just think that in those type of games, maybe Martinelli's pace is not really what we need. We need somebody with a little more technical ability, a little more guile, maybe somebody that can pick a pass a little better. And that's what we saw out of Trossard on the day, giving us a nice 8.2 performance. And that's what I like to see. I think in years past, Martinelli scored in midweek, he scored last week. All right, let's just play Martinelli again. But no, this time he says, okay, let's just go with Trossard. I think it will work better against the system we're playing, and it worked out great. So I have to give him his credit on that. I think he made the right decisions as far as the team. But the only thing that I see as a worry right now for Arsenal moving forward, we saw Gabriel was kind of doubtful for this game, or questionable at least. He did start, scored his regular set-piece header, but had to come off at halftime. They say it was something to do with the niggle that he was feeling after the Sporting game, where he couldn't finish that game. But, I am thinking that it was the punch to the head that he got for the penalty, Saka's penalty that he converted in the first half injury time, why he came off. But I feel like there's a reason why they didn't say that was the reason. If you know, you know. William Saliba, didn't have his best performance, if I'm being totally honest, but did enough to I think in the second half definitely improved. I thought the first half wasn't the best for him, especially in the little spell of time where West Ham was, looking like they wanted to get back in the game. Calafiori did have to come off as well, holding, I think he was pointing to like his groin or something. So, just those little niggling injuries, hopefully they can manage them for the Wednesday fixture that we have coming up. And it will be interesting, Does he start Martinelli? Does he start back Trossard? Does Raheem Sterling get a start? He's been saying he wants to get Sterling more minutes. Does he actually start him in one of these games? For me, I feel like Bukayo Saka will start everyone. So it's really up to what he wants to do on that left-hand side. I think it will be between Trossard or Martinelli. And I wouldn't be surprised against this type of system if he goes for the pace of Martinelli over the technicality of Trossard. So let's see what he decides to do. But if I was him, I would start Martinelli against Man U. I think in that system that they play, the back three with the wing backs, the spaces will be behind on those flanks. So I would be going with the pace of Martinelli personally still. But let's see what Mikel Arteta has up his sleeve. Like what you put, it was your team in what you said. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, if it's your team, you're going to feel it next way. The punch was well played too for the pen. Nah, man, DJ Giggs. The man bought the ball first, and then the man get thumping him head. Come on, man. At full time, them fair give penalty for them something there. Full time. All right, people. So that was West Ham Arsenal, another 5 spot put up by the Gunners. We love to see it. Next game, people, Chelsea versus Aston Villa. So this is the game CC I rush to show asking about Chelsea. Or well, him they ask about Arsenal still. And to answer him question from way up there, so see if we can find it back. All right, CC this so. Yeah, if Arteta don't win the EPL, is it time for him to go after 6 years? Well, my answer to that, CC, would be it depends. If Liverpool just run away with it, win the league by 10, 11, 12 points, then I'd say yes. If we claw our way back in the title race and we get up by the lead and we're down by 3 or tied for the lead or even get the lead again, and we don't win the league though, I don't think I would fire him. As long as the challenge is another challenge where we could have win the league, you know? Like, now if we just down in the league by 9 point, 10 point, 11, 12 point, then yes, I'd say, boy, maybe we have to go in the next direction. Try get a manager we can get you over the line all the way. But Chelsea and Aston Villa, this was not a good day. This was not a good evening, I should say. 3-0 to Chelsea, right? And I don't think Aston Villa really had much say in the game. I think there was one pivotal moment for Villa when Ali Watkins was in on goal in the first half, but got saved by Robert Sanchez. Other than that, I can't remember much that Villa did to say, boy, them deserve something in this game, you know? So 3-0 to Chelsea. Nico Jackson again on the score sheet. Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer doing the damage by the goals. Another big performance from Cole, 9.0 on the day. Goal and assist for him. The stats on the day, people look like this: 64% to Chelsea, 36 to Villa, 1.69 to 1.23. So the expected goals not too far apart. 2 big chances apiece for both sides, 17 shots to 10. Look at the passing difference though. That is really Maresca ball right there. 623 to 352 passes attempted. 2 yellow cards for both teams. 8 shots to 4 in favor of Chelsea. So they were more dangerous with the shooting. Big chance missed. Both teams missed both of them big chances. Look at that. Final third entries dominated by Chelsea, 66 to 30 as well. So just not a good day at the office for Unai Emery and Aston Villa. Chelsea definitely dominant in this performance. And, I have to talk about, we're just talking about Arteta, should he get sacked and all these things. I have to talk about Enzo Maresca, people. So Enzo Maresca, of course, came from Leicester, was assistant manager as well of Pep Guardiola. And it's like the kids are doing better than the father right now. Maresca, Arteta, both over Pep in the table currently. But Maresca, people, I'm telling you, when I saw them in the preseason, saw some of the ways they were playing, how he was setting out the team, I said, boy, the only thing going to hold this team back is the defense, right? And, to be fair to them, the defense has been much more solid lately. I think Fofana went down with an injury. Some Chelsea fans, well, I wouldn't say some Chelsea fans, but some people might say that might be a blessing in disguise because Fofana kind of wild. But I think Fofana actually has been doing half decent, especially like recently. Cole will had a good game today, so did Cucurella. Caicedo, as you know, before he left Brighton, he had a spell where he was playing right back, played a little bit of that today. Really and truly was more of a back three with Wesley Fofana kind of tucking more to the right side. So, but I thought what the masterclass was in this game was, basically he was playing Lavia, Fernandez, Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, Sancho, all as midfielders. Sancho and Neto would keep the width, right? They would be wide left, wide right. But you see those other 4 players, Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo, Palmer, they were just interchanging, just making sure that Aston Villa couldn't overload them in the midfield. And then what that did was when Aston Villa was trying to play at any point, they were just getting picked off everywhere. They could not play through the pressure. And it was so demoralizing because Chelsea, if it wasn't on when they won the possession, they would just recycle the play, reset the play. And Aston Villa just couldn't get close enough to them. And then when they switched on and turned on the afterburners, went to an attack, they couldn't really stop them. Chelsea didn't really have the final pass as they should, because I think they should have created more with the territory that they had. But I just think this was just a tactical masterclass by Maresca. I don't think Emery had the answer. You can just look at the difference in how the players played. Sometimes you can say teams just play bad or the players just play bad. But I feel like they were just outnumbered everywhere on the park, the way that Maresca set up the team. So, I have to say that a part of this was really tactical. And I think Chelsea has a very, very astute tactician. And maybe his level of his level of tactics can maybe gloss over the cracks that are definitely apparent in the defense, because he'll figure out strategies to minimize the stress on that defense, which is what he did very well against Aston Villa today. Now, of course, Leon Bailey, if you're looking, did not start this one, and I think, if you've been watching Bailey lately, I guess you could kind of see maybe that would be coming at some point, because he just really hasn't been affecting the game as he was last season. He did come on, and I don't think he really impressed in his little cameo either. 6.2 is what he received. He only had 5 touches of the ball in that time, 2 out of 4 accurate passes. 0 for 1 on the long pass he tried, 0 of 1 on the dribble he tried, 0 for 2 on the ground duels, 3 possession loss out of the 5 touches, and he was dribble past once. So, I mean, not even one redeeming stat there in the 24 minutes and injury time. Definitely just down on his confidence. I'm seeing articles and headings on social media, are the fans turning again on Leon Bailey and all these things. So, hopefully Leon can get it all together and start to put in some better performances. I mean, the games are coming quickly now, so he'll have ample opportunity to, right the wrongs that are going on right now. And hopefully he can do that for his sake and for the sake of his team, Aston Villa. So that is it, Chelsea, 3-0 dominant. I think it's about time now, or after this game, I will drop my poll. So this is, whoa, if Duke is here, I'm probably going to write that, but I mean POLL people in the chat. So just relax. All right, so Man United, Everton, 4-0. So how much of this was Everton is just bad, and how much of this is the Amorim effect, people? Let me know in the comment section. Is this more Amorim effect, or is this more Everton is just not good? Let me know. Man's them an audition for a movie role. You see it. Arteta has only ever been to one final in his time at Arsenal. I don't know why Arsenal fans have this superiority complex, I don't have no superiority complex. I just feel like there's a lot of managers out there right now, like a lot in the world. And I'm looking around and I see them playing football and stuff. And I'm just too complacent as a fan, but I like the way my team play. And I don't necessarily think that it's the manager per se why we haven't won these titles. I mean, I just don't think it's the manager. I don't think like it's the mentality he puts into the players or anything like that. I feel like I also can see improvement in him year to year. So like if every year he's been improving, even in small things, small details, like in-game stuff, I don't feel like for the first 3-4 seasons, I could remember times when he make subs and the subs were make like do something or cause the game to change. And there's been like 3-4 games this year where that's been the case. So that's something that has improved a lot, I know big up Cranky Live, subscribe to Cranky as well. Him always saying, him beat Arteta for him in-game management. But I think this season we have seen a marked improvement in that aspect, So look, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what superiority complex you're talking about. I just think the manager is decent. I don't think he's a bad manager. I don't think unless we're gonna like pry away, one of the big managers, Hansi Flick or Pep Guardiola, any manager that's like just been doing it for a longer time, then I don't really think it makes sense. Everton not good. Yes, they're horrible. Didn't watch the Man U match, but I could tell Amarim had them playing better. The system fits Ahmad so well. Yeah, Ahmad, definitely. I mean, 2 games under the manager, or 3. Did he play in the Europe game? 2 games in the Premier League under the manager, and both games he has been candidate for or won the man of the match. So definitely he's looking very good in the right wing back role. New manager bounce for United, good on them. And yes, they played the same side that was a goal away from relegation last season. Yeah. They did. So yeah, I'm saying Man U fans in general watching the games, just know that a part of that 4-0 was the opponent. Okay? Everton on their bad day is really, really bad. And it was a bad day for Everton. You know, I think Beto might have had the best chances, and you know, we have seen what Beto is up to. So yeah, it's tough. Ball Pre, big up yourself, you know. Subscribe to Ball Pre TV, people. Another channel out there on the scene doing them thing. Reggae Boys content all the time. And Reggae Girls as well. Blessings. Arsenal should stick with Arteta. He's doing great stuff. Clap the great stuff and only won 1 PL in 9 years. Yeah, I think I mean, Demo always beating him for. Well, no, what Demo will say though is that Klopp went to a whole bunch of things, you know, went to a whole bunch of finals and won them, you know, won Champions League, you know, won cups and everything. So him always have that as well, even if him only have the 1 PL, he won a lot of other trophies. I sound nervous for the Man U game? No, sir. Not nervous at all. I'm just telling you that I'm not gonna let this 4-0 like make me say John Star. Look when we are go play them, you know, like this 4-0 was a lot about Everton. Like I still want to see what Man United does when a team actually does something to them. Everton never did anything to them today. So there was no adversity. There was nothing. So let's see when they face that on Wednesday. Because you know they're not just going to dog walk us no time in this game. It's not happening. Clap on every single trophy at Liverpool. Yeah, exactly. And that's what me I say. That's what me I say to Ball Pre. Like you can't really put Arteta in the conversation because as Demo said, it's only one final in the years he's been there, and it's only 2 second place trophy, which is not a trophy. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, Arteta right now is just all Arteta has really done is actually giving the team an identity. Like we're a lot better than we used to be in terms of solidity. Like it's not like people can say, "Oh, rainy day in Stoke." Like you can't even say that anymore about my team. So, you know, he's changed the identity of Arsenal. Now, the last thing that needs to change is the narrative, which is not really a narrative. It's just the truth that you know we don't get it over the line. We don't finish it off. The year before last, it was an earlier collapse. Last year, I don't even think it was a collapse. It was just a steady close down by City, you know, and in the end they were just too good. They never lost, they never fell up. And we fell up once. So, you know, it is what it is. They were better than us. But I mean, yeah, it's like I think the problem though, and the point is very clear that yes, you lost to Pep in the league, but there were other things that you were playing and you didn't win. So, you know, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. City, on the other hand, should be a bit worried to play United. True. Yeah, I mean, there's like if we get another coach, it would just be another like, all right, I hope he's better than Arteta. Like, I don't think there's coaches out there available that just automatically make us better, you know? Yeah, so I think Demo, you're overboard in like how much you're dissing Arteta, and I think Ballpre going a little too far. So somewhere balance between those, yeah, I think that's like actually reality. But 4-0, I had in my fantasy draft league, one of them I had Rashford 2 weeks ago. I dropped him, and I remember asking everybody in the group chat for the fantasy, like, will I regret dropping Rashford? And that's 3 goals in 2 games now. So yes, I would regret dropping Rashford. And when you consider that I dropped Rashford to get Savio, then you'll know that maybe that was not the brightest move on my part. So yeah, somebody will be benefiting a lot from having Rashford now that I don't have him anymore. So you're welcome. So yeah, don't get them right every time, people. That's one that I definitely got wrong. So, but yeah, Man U, how it go? 5-2 shots, 3 big chances, them scored the whole of them. So clinical on the day. And they made some big chances, like really good chances. But what's crazy about this game, look at this. 50 final third entries for Everton to 27. And those are the type of stats right there that make what Demo say about me being nervous about to play Man U right now laughable. Because if Everton, this version and playing this team, Everton, had 50 final third entries against you with just 40% possession. So what, so you think when Arsenal get them 50 there, how much goal you think we're going to score? The only way we're going to win that game, people, is if Onana just, save everything. Because I'm sure I'm going to have a whole heap of save to make. I remember, them not fully sort out yet with Amarim ball, And I'm telling you, when you get tested, when you get punched in the mouth, the plan hard to execute, and they don't know the plan like the back of them hand yet. Remember that. We're a lot further along. We know what we are do. So you go see. Me confident, man. Now next year, them time, I'm gonna go back at Old Trafford with this coach and I'll couple window of transfers, then I'll be more concerned. But Wednesday now, Cause no feel no way, it's like the worst thing for play Everton before we, Because when we start play some triangle and thing and them say, blow, what is compared to what we did play last time? So yeah, man, I'm not nervous, Demo. Not at all. That rivalry will play its part. Just watch. Arsenal won't beat Man U. All right. No problem. Richard Edwards a drop female on them from now. 1-1, 2-1. All right. Yeah, man, we can always look back. I have the live chat replay, so I look back in a replay. I don't have a pen right there, so. It's all right. Me do it later. All right, I'm going to just get through the last few games so we can show the standings and then we'll drop the donkey fee week, All right, Tottenham Fulham. So we're not take forever because I just realize how much time. 1 hour 30 minutes. So I want to get through this. I want to preview the game them for the week as well. So let me hurry up a little bit. Semis are gonna, so I don't really want to talk about Spurs, but I'm going to talk about them for just a minute because this is such a Spurs thing for do. Look on these people. Attack momentum. This game is at Tottenham, Last time them play away at the Etihad and give them 4 love. Them host Fulham this game. And look on this. Look how much of the game Fulham have, people. That's horrible, man. Such a Spursy thing to do to beat City 4 love and then draw 1-1 with Fulham right after that. At home. So that's what Spurs did, people. No consistency. 1-1. Brennan Johnson score again. The man can't stop score, so you have to give him some ratings. But yeah, I mean, Fraser Forster did well. Them lucky Fraser Forster did well because them should have lose. 1-1 they won. Red card for Kearney. I don't know what the hell he was thinking with that challenge after him come on and score. The Arsenal Academy play behind Jimenez. All of them play decent. Iwobi with some wicked pass. Nelson just running past him, running past Pedro Porro all day. But they just couldn't find the goals. But Fulham again, decent performance. Anthony Robinson was the captain on the day. Played well as well. But yeah, 1-1, very Spursy, typical foolishness after a big result. 1-1 for them, and I think Fulham was the deserved winners. And then the last game of the week, people, Liverpool and City. We're going to talk about this game a little bit longer, people, because it was the game of the weekend. Rival fans like myself never really want Liverpool to win, rather draw. But to be honest, like this Man City losing streak thing, it's almost like I couldn't have a loser in this game because, Man City, you haven't really had a chance to troll them for years. I mean, I guess you could have trolled them about the CL, but I couldn't with any, loudness because I've never won it. So I can't really troll them about that. We didn't win it either. But in terms of the Premier League trolling, couldn't really troll them. And I'm saying, oh, we're going to troll them about them. Win the Premier League every damn year. But this whole losing streak thing, I think what's that now? 4 in a row in the Prem that they've lost. That's something that you can troll. And the fans were singing to Pep that he's getting sacked in the morning. The man holding up his sixes, but you can tell that Pep is rattled people. Why is he doing that to the fans? Like, just let them chant them song, bro. Just Bill. But he's all in his head. He's about to scratch off his head. So it's tough. It's very tough. It's very tough for Pep right now. I don't know, like, why man say he want to hurt himself, and I believe him. I actually believe that he want to hurt himself right now. So yeah, seek some help, Pep, because we don't want to see nothing reach you. But this game was crazy because in the first half, I thought that Man City might get about, I don't know, 6-7. Thought it might have been another up like 7 game. Wow. So people, somebody is calling into the show. So let me just get him on. All right. Who do we have the pleasure of hearing on the program tonight?
Yo, big up yourself, Jason Gooner. It's Demo Dre, the one and only Demo Dre, boss. Big up yourself.
Big up Demo. So I have reached to the Liverpool game. I'm wondering, is the timing of this call, is it just a coincidence, or what's going on here?
Boss, you tell me so I can call in for the Monday to Liverpool game, boss.
All right, so
run street and chop it up a little bit and then make you move on, because obviously the time kind of get late.
Yeah, exactly. So I will let you. You have the floor, Demo.
Oh, big up everybody in the chat as well. Yeah, man, Barty, big up yourself. So listen to me. I mean, Pep scratch up him head and cut up himself and say a lot of stuff. And we never really want believe him have a problem. But it's like when we see the man starting lineup, and I'm not sure if he was doing this all the time. But we know Doku did out for a bit, but he was coming back in the team. But we see the man starting lineup, and him keep persisting with this newness out on the flank thing, and I don't understand. You have tricky wingers on your bench who seem like when they came on, obviously they came on and changed the game, but it seemed like they were fit enough to start the game from when we see them come on. And you start with this newness on the wing and also and we know Pep always like for tinker. But I am telling you, boss, from that lineup came out, and even though I wanted Curtis Jones to start the game because Soboslai has not been on it all season, right? But
man saving best game for today.
Energy and so he's not a Curtis Jones bias, I promise.
No, but to be fair to Slot, like it I don't know what he saw in the system of City or whatever, but Soboslai was like killing them in the first half. Oh my gosh.
Yes, man. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, because I think he wanted obviously when we use Soboslai as the roaming 10 and whatever, he brings a lot more energy and a lot more press and a lot more physicality and running power, right? And I think that's exactly what he was going for. Curtis Jones offered the more technical ability and all of that kind of stuff, and when you want to control a game. But from minute 1 to that first 15-20 minutes of that game,
ridiculous.
I am not sure who lead the game before, love. It was constant pressure. Like City just never. It was like men against boys. The gap for goal, like the 1-0 at halftime, completely flattered them. I think Van Dijk could have had a hat trick today. I remember him hitting the post.
Yeah, he hit the post and then he had a header go just wide right after that. Yeah.
Not Salah. Gakpo kick one over the bar as well. Like there was just chance after chance. Trent went just wide.
Yeah, that deserved to score. Yep.
Like, it was just
man. It could have literally been 6 or probably like 6-0 at halftime, 5-0 at least.
It was 6-2. I think 6-2.
No, because honestly, honestly, Demo, if Van Dijk get that header 5 more time, him score. The one off the inside of the post. Say unlucky that they never get the rebound as well.
Yeah.
And then the one from Trent brushed the outside of the post. So it's like, I mean, okay, maybe 6 is a stretch, but 4 would have been decent.
Yeah, man, I think about 4. And I was like, and even the dropping of Edison and playing Artega in the game, man, like, what like, man,
you know, I was actually shocked because not only the Ortega dropping or the Edison dropping, but also I know Vardiol has made mistakes the past couple of weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if there was anybody to be dropped, wouldn't it have been Kyle Walker?
Yes. Man, I think the man really lose it for true. Like the lineup just did really puzzle me. I mean, like, no, sorry, you know what? It was like men against boys. Let me say 1-0 going in at halftime really flattered them. I thought that Diaz in the 9, I mean, he caused them a lot of problems. Like, we know him no score or whatever, but his dribbling and, you know, he caused them a lot of problems in the game. Second half, I think that they grew into the game, and when they made those changes with Doku and Savinho, like they had a spell. They had a spell, like, I'd probably say a 15-20 minute spell where we were like on the back foot, and Doku would have killed Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Man would have ripped past Trent about 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
He was beating everybody, but me call him baby try because he didn't really have much
end product is not
like,
there. Yeah. Hey, and speaking of that, you know, you remember there's a spin where the man making at the corner flag? Yo, that was a mad piece of move, brother. All me, like my day, I'm not marking my message. You know, if the man, it's like me get shift or sit down and watch it. Like,
yeah, man, he's very electric, and they had that spell. But even though they had that spell, it was like, I remember Kelleher make no one but a save. It's just the error of Van Dijk.
Yeah, that was the hardest. That was the biggest moment Kelleher had. I mean, that one play where Van Dijk made the mistake.
Yeah, I mean, like, bro, like all of this, I feel like so. I just felt comfortable throughout the whole game, and I felt like, yo, we should have killed off this game so a long time ago. Then Salah go 1-on-1 with the man and kick with the ball.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that one. Because I mean, that's literally like, if you go through Salah goal, them like that finish is literally like, you know, besides the curler when him are running from the wing, when him running from the keeper like that and him opening body and just curl it around him, that him do that for fun, like that's his finish. So to see him not execute it was a bit, yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, at one point I thought we were just going to win 1-0, and listen, people are complaining about the penalty and say Diaz leaving foot. Them things they happen all the time. Clear penalty for me, not Liverpool bias, and Salah. I thought that McAllister did come out. No, McAllister was on the pitch, and I thought that he was going to pass it up after missing the Real Madrid penalty, and then missing that easy goal before that. But the mentality of the man, he wouldn't have it, and he stepped up and, you know, he closed the game.
I think maybe if it wasn't City, he might have done that, but because it was City, it had to be him to take the penalty.
And I thought that, you know, the manager deserves a lot of credit. He saw what needed to be done in terms of, you know, the whole Trent thing. I mean, Trent is just coming back, and I think that played a part as well. I mean, he said it in his post match that, you know, it's just about resting Trent, but I think part of the Doku thing played a part. Kwanzaa came up right back, and I mean, I think Doku got past him about 2 times or so.
Yeah, he never really stopped him either, but as you say, the end product, man, it just wasn't there.
Yeah. So I think he was decent. And then, my gosh, Joe Gomez coming from out the cool, fitting right back in, running it back from 1920. They were really, really good today. So big up Liverpool. I think the title is over. I don't think anyone is catching us from here on in. And I shall be celebrating another title. By the way, when Curtis Jones came on, he was showing all the flair and technicality.
Oh, stop it, nice. Then the damn game done, man. Come on. But listen, one thing I will say before you go, Edimo. You can say what you want about the Prem, but what I say stands. If you don't change that disrespectful title of your team, you're not going to win the FPL title.
No, I don't think that has anything to do with playing
All
for the
right, you're
league.
gonna see the football gods now gonna rate you because you should have give your coach more ratings. I was telling you when the season start, don't hate on the man. The man know him I do. I see his tactics and it gonna work for your side. And you were like, no, clap, 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 clap. But you see it? All right.
Well, when everything is said and done, we'll see what happens.
Yes, we will.
For real, I think that this fall off from City and people is just blaming the Rodri thing. This cannot just be all on Rodri. We just want to say the little 2 seconds about City. I don't think it's Rodri is a major contributing factor. But like De Bruyne hasn't been there for a while, and even when Rodri went out, Kovacic came in, and I think he was doing a good job. I think they were even winning games while he was in, but he also went out. And a couple other players, them have injuries. Phil Foden took a while to come back, and then he came back in, and he's not been performing. And then for me, like, I don't think that they've replaced Julian Alvarez.
They haven't.
Like, he was such a major part and had something different for them when he plays. That selling him, like, I don't think them have nobody to replace Julian Alvarez. You know what I mean?
Nope.
And so it's not just the Rodri thing. I think it's deeper than that. So I don't know. I don't see them coming back into this.
Yeah, the problem I see right now is obviously Haaland is their one clinical player. But if Foden is out of form and De Bruyne is not playing, Gundogan is, 2 years older than he was the last time he was around. That's a lot of the players that used to turn up with these goals in these moments. And a lot of the players that they have brought into the team now are not goal-scoring players. Jack Grealish, Savio, Doku, they're all very talented. They all retain the ball well, but none of them are final product merchants. And I think that's what's beating them right now, among other things as well. But I think that factor is a big one as well.
I don't know how much goal John Stones have, but when he was in the team, it seems like if Haaland scored, the next best option.
I feel them Gabriel, I get them goals from defense. But anyway, Demo, I'm gonna run. Come on, I want to show the standings for the week and everything and finish the show. But respect for the call, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up, boys.
And respect every time. Bless. Yes, people. So that was Demo checking in. I talk about Arsenal. So yeah, they're missing Oscar Bob as well. That is so true. Big baller. I rate him. DJ Geek said the coach is not to be blamed for the City loss to players. Okay. Thankful for Pep starting them today. Gave us the best chance to win. Agree. Demo didn't believe in Slot. God did. True. See him so. Savio and Doku decision making in the final third poor. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even say like it's decision making, it's just execution. Like I think they want to do the right things, but it's not coming off. I don't even think it's decision making. Maybe more so for Doku with the decision making. I think Savio decision making is actually decent. It just don't come off every time or enough of the time. The starting 11 make me sick. All right, well, we don't want to make Hot Chili sick. So let's get this off of the screen. But that's basically Liverpool City talk. Demo gave a nice rundown of the game. So we're not going to beat down that drum there. It's not looking good, citizens. No need to get it together, people. Trust me. All right, so let's move on, people. This is the fun part now. So we have the weekly prediction every week, and we have a lot of participants. We're very thankful people check in and want to be a part of this. Of course, we're going to grow it and grow it and grow it. So this week, though, this is the standings for the championship, people, or the top dogs in the standings this week. I can't even call the people them top dogs because it was kind of a lackluster performance, if I'm being honest. It was very, very tough to pick some of these games. But we did have some winners, and we're going to show them right now, people. So it went a little something like this. Jason Gooner TV was a donkey. Now he's a champ. Yes, we have the new trophy. We slap the Jason Gooner logo on it. You don't know, so it's the Jason Gooner TV prediction trophy. We have to slice it in a tree because Jason Gooner, my sports world, and Nicholas, my big cuz, also getting his hands on a piece of that trophy as well. So not the best, as I said, 5-5, but we all had one correct score. So that's the tiebreaker around here, people. If you get a correct score, you get a little bonus, right? So Game Birds, you were close, but you did not predict any score actually correct. So because of that, you're just on the outside of the trophy. Duke, Hot Chili, and Pristine, all 4 and 6. But Duke gets a tiebreaker over them with the 1 correct score. Hot Chili and Pristine with none. Biggs G, 3 and 7, 1 correct score. And you're going to find out once I get to the donkey of the week why that 1 correct score was so important. Because guess what? Drum roll, please, people. I don't know why I get more excited for the donkey than the damn champion, you know. I guess I am bad mind. That's what they call me, bad mind. All right, people. So this is the donkey of the week. DOC Sports and Red Skull, you have the dubious distinction of being the donkeys of the week. And we all have donkey pan video this week, people. We are step up in our life. Yeah, man. So big up to the donkey of the week, the champs, Jason Gooner, yours truly, Mass Sports, and Nick. Yes, we got it done, people. 5 and 5, but hey, we can only beat who we play. So don't cuss we. Yeah, man. You know, should I put in a vote? Maybe we can do better and get the championship, you know. But this is what you want to stay away from if you're going to play. Because we have a video now and it's even worse here. And video as a donkey, DOC Sports, Red Skull. Thanks for playing, but come on, guys, do better next time. So that is the donkey of the week and the champs of the week. All right, so moving right along, people. The next thing I want to do, I want to check in with the FPL sides, people, before we look at this week's fixtures. Remember how it's going to work this week, people. I am going to live on stream give my predictions for the games, and I want you guys in the comment section to drop your predictions. Remember, for it to be easy for me to write down the damn scores, please just go in the order that I read the games out in the comments. That will be so helpful. Literally, it's going to be from the list on FPL.com. If you play FPL or whatever, just go to the site and look at the list of games. It's going to be that list. Please and thanks. It makes it a lot easier to document the actual things. All right. So this is the fantasy, how it went this week. Okay, so it's saying that it's updated. All right, great. So league tables have been updated. So let's take a look at the league. I'm only in one league in the classic fantasy, and that is the I Am Sure Sports League. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. Big up yourself. Manning's man. Yeah, Jason Gooner in the lead as for another week, people. Almost had the best week. I think that went to Fabi Frano, 91 points this week. So big week for him. 88 for Badaman, Philip Clark, and Jason Gooner, JGTV, 85 this week. So have about a 27-point lead over Biggs G. Big up yourself, Biggs G, always tuning in and giving his predictions as well. But this was the team this week, people, how I got the 85. Raya Gabriel did it for me again with the goal. I think he got an assist as well because he get thumping him head, and that's an assist in fantasy. So thank you. So that's 9 points for Gabriel. Then Vandenberg and Fast didn't do nothing. Fast got 0 because him conceded 4 goals, and Vandenberg didn't keep a clean sheet. Raya, 2, not the best performance of David Raya this week, I must say. Then Bukayo Saka, only regret not captaining him, but it's okay. Salah still gave me 13, so not a bad result anyway with those two. But yes, going to have to contemplate starting giving Saka the captain armband at times, especially with Arsenal getting into that attacking groove that they're in. Smith Rowe did not really produce this week, but I thought he had a decent game, still in and around it. I just don't think Fulham created enough clear chances for me. Cole Palmer, as usual, doing his thing at the bridge, especially 14 points this week, and Salah getting 13. Of course, with the captain armband, it's doubled to 26. Forward line was a bit quiet. João Pedro and Cunha, my Brazilians, did not turn up with any points or extra points. And then Wissa got that 1 goal, so at least gave the forward line something. So decent performance. 85, I would say, is a good performance. Better than average. You see, the average was about 60 this week. So 85, I will take it. And as I said, in the league, 91 on the board. Most others, struggling. Some, I don't know what these guys doing. 23. How the hell you get 23, big man? Bailey and Tillemans, really? Maybe this person just draft this team and never change nothing. Yeah, no transfers this week. So we're not some people probably check out. You know, them see how I go on and say, John, we can't win. But I know Demo I try. So look on Demo now. 52. Below the average. Come on, Demo. Flecken, Ait Nori, Livermento, Poro, Bruno. Oh, see him bad mind Arsenal, you know. How the hell him not have Saka? Am I idiot? That for reach him, man. Too bad mind. Alright, so that's the fantasy check-in. Now, of course, I'm in a 2 draft league. And I'm still a lead in this one. 47. So I have a nice little lead with that 41 point. So a nice little stretch there. 47 points this week. Semedo give me a negative. Real crab. Milenkovic and Collins, decent. Dean, you get 1. Salah, Morgan Rogers, Brennan Johnson, Savio. See, at that league, I would have Rashford and get 1 bag of point this week as well. But I have Savio instead. Havertz finally get on the score sheet again. And Cunha. So I really should have started Sanchez this week. But them hosting Villa, I never really think it was the week. Still, I liked our fixture against West Ham more. But that one little stretch of the game make we concede 2 goals. So it never worked out for Raya this week. And then in the other league I'm in, Pickpocket FC, of course, I play on the whole pickpocket thing with Arteta Depan. So I have a big lead in that one, 627 to 540. So I have a nice, comfortable spot here. Salah in both leagues. So that's good. 13. I have Gabriel in this one with the 9. And I have Havertz in this one as well. So I have some turnover from team to team. But 47, 45, not bad. Of course, there's no captain double in the fantasy draft. So Issa got 26 with him in the other game, only 13 here. So, and of course, you know, you can't load up your team as much in this league because every team have each player once. So everybody now have the same team like in the other fantasy game. So that's why you don't see as many top players in my team on these 2 teams because it kind of spread out more evenly throughout the league. So I think it's 8 teams in both leagues. So there you go. It kind of get watered down after a while. You have to just find some diamonds in the rough when nobody not think about, you know. So first place is the order of the day, people, in fantasy. So if only Arsenal could follow Jason Gooner's lead and get into first in these damn leagues in real life, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing my best in the fantasy world to keep up this Jason Gooner name, you know. But we'll see. As I'm telling people about, as I'm telling the Liverpool fans, it's only 13 games, you know. So I cannot get too carried away. I know that I have to stay consistent to win this damn thing. All right. So 1 week at a time, people. 1 week at a time. All right. So around 14 people, real quick. As a matter of fact, let me not do it there. Come just tell the people them I'm gonna do it on this list. All right. So these are the fixtures upcoming. So Tuesday, I have too much Tuesday, people. Hold on. Before I go, before I start write down anything, let me go to the let me go get a pen. Come on, I write down my thing. Yeah, man, people did worse than you. No, you never get it, brother. Demo dead with laugh. Donkey I eat grass. Yeah, man. Kyle Walker get old, maybe him no young again. You forgot to change your team? So why you couldn't see it? Yo, me I idiot, you know. Jano, this whole time I never did a show, no? Yeah, man, you never hear about that story there, Nick? The team go at dinner and the man hire some, I don't know how you hire thief, but the man hire like some actors or something to pickpocket the players while they might eat dinner. And they tell them, say it's a lesson. He might teach them about awareness. And everybody, some people I know send me the article and I troll me and I say, yo, what Arteta the part? You see me? Well, yo, I think them outside of the box thinking there is smart, bro. If you do them foolishness there with your side, man, why not? All right, so let me see. All right, so these are the first two fixtures of the week, people. Ipswich, Palace, Leicester, West Ham. Ipswich, Palace, Leicester, West Ham. So far, in a pen. Yeah, people. Swear to me, love a pen right there, saying. All right. It's a good thing them couldn't see Demo, because it never make for good viewing, you know? Not for you. All right, so what is week 14, right? So I have 2 match Tuesday. Ipswich Palace. Ipswich CP. Oh, Leicester and the Ham. The Ham horrible, you know, man. All right, so Ipswich Palace. What a game to call. The Tractors versus Cheese and Peas. All right, you know what? I said 2-1 Palace. John O'Dima, I said the same. I change my pick now. 2-1 Palace. Demo said 2-all for the Leicester West Ham. All right. Well, Leicester West Ham. Ruud van Nistelrooy versus Lopetegui. Ruud got dip on the bench at time, yeah? Different gravy. But West Ham is a joke, you know, man. West Ham will get 5-2 and then win the game, you know. You know what? Ruud awakening for Ruud, you know. 3-2 Leicester. Lord fire. No manager bounce. At Chile. Palace 2 love. And Fox is 2-1. Alright. Over Amas. Pristine. Well clean. I mean. What's the mere artist? Rhyming is easy. Crystal Palace 1, Ipswich 1. Alright. Let me know the next one. Pristine. Alright, now let's go to the Wednesday fixtures. Some big matchups. So we have Everton Wolves. Everton Wolves. Alright, Everton Wolves. My hatred of Everton. I'm going to say 2-1 Wolves. West Ham 3-1 over Leicester. Oh, whoa. Pristine said West Ham will go. Demo said 3-1 to Wolves. Man City Forest. NF, big artist. Man City Forest. Yo, Forest is not a good team for City play right now, you know, man. Forest midfield strong. A match that draw 1-all. Newcastle Liverpool 2-1 Newcastle. Second bump in the road. I don't know where that form from Newcastle coming from, but I'm just saying that, yeah, man. I have to start get hopeful too. Blood fire there. Believe no man. Believe no man. Southampton, Chelsea. Banana skin. But not a big fall, you know, just a buck toe. So I'm gonna say 1-1. No, Chelsea will score more than 1. So if it's a draw, it's gonna be Desmond. 2-2. Arsenal, Man U. Ratted it there, Emirates. This whole time, I swear, Sir Trafford, we are going. Blood. Yo, it's because we don't like keep clean sheet. I'm gonna say Man U will score 1. I don't know why this season we don't want to keep a clean sheet, but it's like a disease right now. So I'm gonna say Man U get 1. But Arsenal, when I'm done with them, 3-1. Just like the last time. Hopefully Jesus can actually score again. Aston Villa versus Brentford. Wow. Aston Villa now go wake up. Match I got draw, you know. 2-2. I wonder if Emi Martinez a forward. They definitely need him. Alright, let me see if I can catch up now. So Pristine. Everton Wolves. Okay, I think I have somebody there. Actually. 1-2. Demo. Man City 3. Wow. I said them done with it now. Liverpool 3-1. Actually, same not even know. 4-0 to Chelsea. Wow. Nah, man. Southampton, I gotta do something, man. Wolves and Leicester 3-1. What? But Wolves not play Leicester. Alright, I guess you mean 3-1 Wolves over something. I must that Pristine mean. So I'm gonna say 3-1 Wolves over Everton. I must that you mean. Red Skull, wow, go on. I wonder if you have Scully prediction them. 2-1. 2-1 Everton. Wow. D must say 2-all. This guy and him rivalry, man. Actually, I draw for the reverse again, but this time him now go so far. Him say draw. DOC. Man say, yo, I'm not gonna be the donkey no more. Alright, DOC. So which game this now? Ipswich Palace. First one. Alright. 2-all. City. Red Skull says City. 2-0. When Nick there, him gone? Nick must have just put it in the comments. 3-2 Villa over Brentford. Alright, I'll move on to the next day in one moment. I'm going to try to catch up with all of them. 2-0 Liverpool. Red Skull. 2-0 Newcastle. Wow. Same thing, I say still, you know, not 2-0, but I think Newcastle are going to win. DOC Sports said 2-1 Wolves. Alright. So which game did you do first? The first one? Okay. And 2-1 Wolves. Alright, got that. Actually, this is 1-all for that one there. Red Skull said Chelsea 2-1. Red Skull said Arsenal 4-1. Not even have energy for Riddick United win, brother. Arsenal 4-2. Brentford 2-1 over Villa. You know, so I could have seen that in a DOC, but I said 2-all still, car. I think Emery will get slapped up 2 times in a row. Villa 2-0. The Red Skull said them a turn it around. Actually, I agree with it too. Chelsea 2, Southampton 0. The clean one just put on any kind of game. Alright, see Nick there? No, see Nick there, man. 1-1. 2-1. Wait, alone 2-1 and 1-1. Arsenal 1-1. Brentford 2-1. Bournemouth. Nah, Bournemouth yet within there. And next game them that. Pool 2-1, Chelsea 2-0, Arsenal 1-0, Brentford 2-1. So which game me I get? Everton Wolves, you know, give me that. I'm gonna say Everton Wolves, Man City Forest, Newcastle Liverpool, Southampton Chelsea, I'm say 2-0. Arsenal Man U 1-0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Everton Wolves. You don't give me an Everton Wolves score, that's all. That DOC is a 2-1. Liverpool. Pristine said 2-1 Arsenal over United. That one that makes sense to me. Chelsea 2-1 over Southampton. DOC. You're not getting no clean sheet, not even think about it. City 2-1 over Forest. Alright. Wolves 2-1, say Nick. Cool. Liverpool 3-0. And Villa Brentford 2-1. City mash up my meds, bro. Start rank team at first, man. Really lose it. Yeah, he might lose him head, man. Brighton 2-1. Alright, so it look like the people am gone ahead. So 2-game leave. Fulham Brighton. Should be a good game. Good football teams. And Bournemouth Spurs should be another good game. Two attacking minded coaches. Alright, so Fulham Brighton. Fulham Brighton, I'm gonna say this one is going to be a draw. So I'm gonna go with a Desmond 2-2. And Bournemouth Tottenham. I'm gonna say Tottenham win this game. Actually, no. Bournemouth win this game 3-2. Yes, people. That's what I'm going with for those 2 games. So these are the last 2 games. Fulham, Brighton, Bournemouth, Spurs. Fulham, Brighton, and Bournemouth, Spurs, people. So that is the final one. Here we go. Alright, so Brighton, Fulham, Pristine say 2-1. Alright. Pristine say 2-1 to Brighton for that one. And Tottenham, Bournemouth 2-2. I was leaning towards that, you know. Actually, say Fulham 3-1. Let me change Arsenal and not bad mind them. Yeah, that for reach you. Because you would have win this week, right? So Arsenal 2-1. You should have keep it the same. Change that 2-1 if you. And where it's about the other one them. Fulham 2-1 and Bournemouth 3-1. Home cooking. Fulham 2, Brighton 3. Red Skull said Brighton 2-1. DOC said 2-all. And Bournemouth Spurs 2-all. Well, I really want to say 2-all, but I'm not change it. 2-all actually. I'll be a 2-all. Bournemouth 2-1. Red Skull. Big up Swamptivity. Every time. Big up. Big up. Out of Swampland. 3-2 to Spurs. Alright, the OC. I miss some game for you, though, you know. Leicester, West Ham, Man City, Forest, and Arsenal, Man U. DOC, me not have them there. What you say? You want decide I donkey on the video, I eat the grass. Lucky in my prediction, Gooner. Alright, yeah. Richard Edwards. Alright, my know say them up here, so I'm gonna go up and go pre them. Alright, so okay. So I'm say 1-all. I say 2-1 West Ham. I say 1-all Everton Wolves. Man City Forest 2-0 to City. 3-2 to Liverpool. 3-0 to Chelsea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Arsenal and Man U 1-all. 7, 8. Villa Brentford 2-all. 3-all. And 2-1 to Spurs. Alright, my lock you in Edwards. Big up, coach. Spurs won't win because them win them trophy this season already. As a ballman once said, more than you can believe. Leicester, West Ham 1-all. Alright, DOC, respect. And I think there's only one other game I don't get from you then. And that is the Man City Forest game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. So it's 2 games. Man City Forest, Arsenal Man U. Look. So some would have see it in the comments, but I see it in the live comments. 1-all, 2-all. 2-1 to Wolves. 3-1 to Forest. Wow. Manchester City is done. 2-0 to Liverpool. 2-1 Chelsea. Man U 2-0. Mirated. This man is sick in his head. Oh, okay. 1-all Man U. Okay. Alright, 1-all Man U. I don't know how Man U are going to win 1-all, but alright. 2-0 to Brentford. I know it's a Villa done too. 1-0 Brighton. And 2-all Bright. And 2-all Spurs and Bournemouth. 2-1 Man U said DOC. And 2-1 Forest over City. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, cool. Mistake. 3-1 to City. All right. So City is not done. All right, people. I think I have everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Red Skull, I don't have the first 2 game them. That's it. Ipswich Palace, Leicester, West Ham. Maybe I had it somewhere, but I don't see it no more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So Ipswich, Crystal Palace, Leicester, West Ham, Red Skull, and them have everything for everybody. Biggs G Fana. I got Adenine. I forgot make Mass no. And Fana. So yeah, that should be everybody with normally tune in and take in everything. All right, Red Skull drop it. Palace 3-0. And Leicester West Ham. The last one. All right, people. I hate that, you know. Just drop the last comment, the Red Skull, you don't know. And we can call that one a day. Very, very enjoyable show, people. Match week 13 in the books. You don't know. Jason Gooner TV have some things lined up for this week. So I'm going to just drop them in the comment section. And at the very least, you can just, you know, jump over there and drop a like on the video so the people them can know what go on. It definitely helps. So that one is going to be the Reggae Girls live watch along tomorrow night. And I'm also going to drop in the comment section right now the second leg watch along for the Caribbean Championship. That's going to be Cibao hosting Cavalier in the second leg. Cavalier going into that game with a 1-0 lead. So that should be good as well. So I will be doing 2 live streams this week. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get the predictions for the midweek games, week 14, up and going. Again, if you did not get a chance to see the video, I will drop a comment actually underneath this video, just letting people know that they can drop their score lines for the midweek fixtures in the comment section. And please, people, if you're seeing this, if you hear this, just drop them in order of the fixtures, please. It makes it a lot easier to document the scores properly and correctly, right? We don't want to thief nobody. So big up to everyone that tune in, all of the regular them, big up on yourself. Any new people that I saw in the chat today, welcome. And hopefully you will make this a home for the EPL roundups and reviews. You don't know, we try to be as unbiased as possible, but we are gunners, you don't know that. But we still watch all the football game then because we just love football, right? So I see the draw, Nila, Leicester, West Ham. So Red Skull, you're lucky in. All 10 of your score them lucky in Red Skull. So big up yourself and good luck this week, all right? You know what, depend the donkey video. Yeah, man, DOC Sports, respect. As well, people, if you don't, follow DOC Sports TV as well. Videos on Instagram, breaking down analysis. Yeah, like the content we might do as well. So give him a look in, people. Definitely a student of the game can hear my breakdown in theme opinion how the game them go. So we definitely love them type of content there. All right, people. So big up to each and everybody we're tuning in. Big up to everybody. Jason Gooner is out of here. Don't know if I get some rest. Work week start tomorrow. And we have about 70 million job people because I don't know we love ball. And YouTube is a way to kind of get out with love for the ball, you know. So why not do it, people? We're getting some support. The people them might drop them chats from time to time. And also we are partners now with YouTube. So you don't know, the thing can grow. You never know where we can get to people. Maybe, who knows, one day when you can see me, I will eat more upon the channel because this is what I'll be doing. But hey, everything takes time, people. So for now, we have to have several hats. So you don't know, people, we don't mind. I will love work. So big up yourself, people, and thanks so much for the support again. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And I don't know where the under my nose. I'm out.